We are at Grandma Momo's house. They are eating while the girls start to have a cold war, wanting each other to apologize to each other and to Okaram. Era eats calmly while telling her that she doesn't have to, and that Ayase is a demon. In the discussion, Era says beautiful to Momo's grandmother and that Momo can't be her grandmother. They continue to discuss things we don't understand as they go around the table. Suddenly Era leaves, but returns to thank Okaram for rescuing her, at which point we can see that Era has feelings for Okaram. After that, they play baseball with Okaram's ball in order to put it on. They manage to strike out. Okaram shouts that he's back. At school, Ayase invites Okaram to the break, but Okaram says he can't. He has to do some homework and says goodbye to Ayase. Ayase thinks about Okaram and goes out to get some refreshments when suddenly her heart breaks. Okaram on top of Era. Can you believe that? But what really happened is that Okaram was exercising and Era wanted to force him to propose to her and kiss her. While they were struggling, they were in the position that Ayase saw them. So calm down. Okaram is faithful to Ayase. But Ayase gets angry to see that and leaves. Okaram crawling goes to her wanting to explain what happened, but she told him that it is enough. Ayase being in the laboratory receiving a class thinks about Okaram and gets desperate. For his part, Okaram is in class training secretly. When suddenly he enters a strange dimension where he is alone, he hears Era screaming and goes to her. He finds her. They don't understand why there is no one else. Ayase is in the same dimension, but in another place when suddenly she sees a small dinosaur. But he reminds us of another character. The dinosaur explodes and leaves. Okaram is taken by the aliens of the first chapter, asking him for his banana, that they will use it to experiment. At the same time that the other one is saying Chiquitita and ready to fight, they take off his clothes and he gets desperate when suddenly Era helps him and we see that she is transformed into the woman in pink. We see how she defeats the aliens, but she is ashamed to see Okaram naked and says that this is marriage. The aliens get up and put her to poly with the boxer. These aliens knock Era out, but Era gets up. Okaram transforms, but in the end he is reduced and Era fights a little until Okaram saves her and they are attacked by the telekinetic field of the three aliens. They start asking for her banana and are happy to have two specimens to experiment with. The aliens evolve the boxer who starts to beat up Era, until Okaram transforms again and starts to dance with Era and they defeat the boxer for the moment. Ayase feels jealous of that. They start to argue. Suddenly the water turns green and everything turns into water. They are scared and they see the mini dinosaur pass by. Ayase wants to get out of there. Apparently the aliens complain to the mini dinosaur and lower his salary for not killing Ayase. This dinosaur destroys an alien. The boxer attacks them, but he starts to drown and comes out of the water. Okaram wants to attack him, but he doesn't know how to swim and keeps running away. They plan to rescue Era, who is left above before she drowns, but they start arguing. Okaram wants to explain what happened, but they are attacked. They attack the boxer, making Okaram a boat and go after Era, manage to rescue her and flee the place. The alien and the boxer run away from the mini dinosaur. The boys go towards the mini dinosaur that changed its form and attacks them. They escape and devise a plan to break its neck to finish with the alien. This one defends itself and attacks them. Ayase is in front of the fused monster, wants to finish it with blows. This one challenges him and attacks him with the principle of the shrimp, that under the water its blow is strong. At the same time that Okaram attacks and they manage to defeat him. After being embraced, they return to the real world, but what they don't know is that they return to where their companions are and they run away.